final cut. Oh man. Oh, what a beautiful day for cutting agates. Oh, I am so excited. This is our very first cut. And the one that you saw first was this big, chunky Brazilian agate. And in between, because this is going to be the last cut, is this one, and this guy. So we're cutting 5 chunky Brazilian agates today. Here's our very first reveal. Oh my gosh. Oh, check out that sweet cavity. So I wanted to cut into that, but I didn't know what it would end up looking like with the reveal, and that is so neat. I think that's really, really unique how it has a little, it's officially a hagstone, I guess. But check out those sweet bands as they come through and then turn to blue. How neat is that? Oh, we got a little water level pocket down here. It looks like a little fracture. Is that? Oh, sweet. There, don't even need to worry about it. It's not a fracture at all. That is so sweet. It's a very good start to our cutting session. Next up, as we're going smallest to largest, is this guy right here. Not much to show. I'm gonna have to look at that hole and see how deep it goes and then plan accordingly. I might need to make a weird cut and come across like that. Normally I would want to cut like this or like that, but I want to get a bigger cut face. I think I might come across like that and try to avoid that hole. So let's do that. For this size agate, it whizzed through, and this one took a lot longer than this guy. So I think that there is going to be a lot of quartz on the inside, and oh, there is. Oh, it's gonna be all quartz. Oh, it's got some amethyst in there. Interesting. Oh, just little bands around the outside. Well, hey, they can't all be winners. This one, oh, it wants to so badly be a geode. It's got little tiny little pieces missing. It's not bad. It's kind of neat. Part of me wants to like make another cut through just to see. Why don't we do that? I never really do that, make extra cuts. I know people all the time are like, why don't you make extra cuts? How about we do that? We'll make another cut here, make another cut here. Fat slabs. Those were also very quick, so I don't think we're going to have more bands. This side broke off. I totally forgot that there was this pocket here. So, yeah, more amethyst, just barely a tinge of purple. That's really interesting how there's just a little bit in there. I wonder what causes that. So weird. We got bands. Oh my gosh. We got some. We found them. They're down here. Should have just cut a little piece off the bottom and would call it good, right? Here is our next cut. This awesome, sweet nodule. I want a really, really cool nodule face with this. So like, again, I would normally cut it like this, but I think it would be really cool to get a huge face. Almost be kind of like, not quite a moon, but got this sweet double bubble line here. So we're going to cut it right through here and see how that fares. So my blade has cut many, many stones, but it is time. I could not get through this thing. It's probably the awkward like length and everything of it, but it should be able to cut it, and I think it's just time. I think it's time. But I wanted to show you guys, this is what the thickness of the blade looks like. So when you think about when we cut these agates and you split the bands and you get 2 different patterns on the inside, that amount of material is being ground out. You can see that? It's pretty cool. So I am going to switch my blade. Old blade is off, new blade is on. I don't know why there's red paint on there. It's funny, I should probably ask. Never really asked. You know, it's funny too, as I was feeling this, I'm like, it really doesn't feel dull, so I'm probably gonna keep this one for smaller cuts, because I think the culprit is just the awkward size of this guy. So let's get to cutting here, and we'll see what's inside. It's gonna have red paint on all the cuts from now on. It's just from the saw blade paint flaking. It was just a harder cut. I had to kind of spin it and everything. It was just tough. And then I think the bottom too, like the way it was gliding along here, it just made it really hard to cut. So put a brand new blade on and whipped right through it. And let's check this one out. Oh yeah, you can see some of those cut blade marks. That's really pretty. That one, oh, it's got a little bitty geode pocket right here. I think that one will be really, really pretty, all polished up. Someday, right? Someday I'll be able to do that. Oh, those yellow bands in there. It's just really cool. It's a turtle. It's a turtle right there. It's got the head and everything. That is so cool. This side looks like a face, eye. But gosh, that saw blade mark really messed that up. That one's on me for making an awkward cut with this. I love the turtle agate. It's so sweet. But next, and I'm glad I put a new blade on because they're just going to get bigger. Next, we have this guy right here. I am going to call it, it's going to be a quartz bomb. I've been prolonging cutting this because I feel like it's going to be a quartz bomb. You can see there's quartz right there, and this thing, even like right down in here. So I bet I whipped through this cut, and it's just going to be quartz on the inside. Going to give it a big cut face right through there. Oh boy, forget how nice new blades cut. I do think this is still quartz, but it was big and I just could easily push it through. I forgot to mention that I get these blades from High Tech Diamond. They are the thin centered 10-inch blades, and they're going to be linked in the description box below. And the accessories at High Tech Diamond. But let's check out this quartz bomb. Oh, it's such a quartz bomb. That red is from my saw blade. It's kind of filling in these little cavities here. Little itty bitty water level bands right down in here. That's not too bad. I don't mind that. I wish that the water level bands came like right up in through here, but you can take it. We'll take what we can get. That one's pretty sweet. Not too bad. It's a big quartzy piece. I knew it. I knew it. It was a glower. Hardly a shower. We got one more cut, and I feel like this bad boy is going to push the saw to the limit. This thing is so heavy, and I have a feeling it is going to be just a tough cut. So we got a nice flat bottom though, so we'll just take our time with it. I bet it takes about 5 minutes to cut through this thing. I'll let you know when we're done, but we're gonna make our cut placement right through there. Nice big face. We got that banded window. Massive banded window right there, and hopefully it shoots through. We'll see. We will see. I also want to say too, before we cut this thing, if you guys are liking this cutting video so far, look at that little window. Hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe or follow button. We got a lot of fun projects coming up as always. So let's cut this thing. Yeah, that was about, I'd say about 6-7 minutes, and I got a bucket of water here because there's so much paint. Oh, there's definitely bands. I hope it's really, really like pastel kind of chalky bands. That would be really cool. Oh, 6 minutes later, let's check this bad boy out. Our final cut. Oh man. Oh, oh my gosh, it's so sweet. Look at all those bands in that. Oh my gosh, get out of there, red paint. There's just barely a little geode pocket right there. Couple fractures, one here, couple down there. But man, oh man, how pretty is that? It's huge. Huge banded face. Oh, what a great cut placement. Man, very happy with that. Full pattern bands on a massive Brazilian agate. Oh, it's so big. Oh, that is awesome. It makes me really happy. Save the best cut for last, and it's got so many colors. Let's zoom in here and take a peek at this. Look at these bands. They're not like chalky, like they have just perfect color in them. Oh, that is so sweet. Going above and beyond on talking about this, but man, you cut a rock for 6 minutes, you get a little bit of time to talk about it, right? Oh, that's awesome. I wouldn't say this is the best Brazilian agate that I've ever cut open, but this is probably like second, third, tied for that. My favorite one has a geode pocket in the center, but this is one where when I do get both halves polished, I'll be keeping half. This is so sweet. Man, oh man. You guys have to let me know which quartz piece was your favorite. This is my favorite quartz piece. And then which banded one was your next favorite. I think I'd have to say the turtle for me. I like the turtle. It's so funny. Yeah, that was super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this cutting video with absolutely massive Brazilian agate. I have more Brazilian agates. So, yeah, make sure you stick around for that. It's going to be fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.